Hello everybody, it's Numerologist Michelle Buchanan here with your numerology forecast for August 2025. Let's begin by calculating your personal year number for the year. We do this by adding the day and month of your birth date to number 9. Why number 9? Because 2025 adds up to 9. One more time, add the day and month of your birth date to number 9. Let's use the example March 28th. We would go 3 plus 2 plus 8 plus 9. Now, if you end up with a double-digit number, the next step is to add those numbers together and keep adding them together until you eventually get a single number between 1 and 9. And that single number between 1 and 9 is your personal year number for the year. In our example, March 28th adds up to 22. But we're going to add those numbers together to get a single digit between 1 and 9, and 2 plus 2 is 4. So that means the 28th of March is a 4 personal year. One more time, add the day and month of your birth date to number 9. If you end up with a double digit number, add those numbers together until you eventually get a single number between 1 and 9. And that single number between 1 and 9 is your personal year number for the whole year. Right, let's get started with personal year number 1. You guys are in a whole new cycle, a whole brand new 9-year cycle that kicked off this year. Now, if you haven't had your birthday yet, you may still be experiencing some of the 9 personal year number energy. So have a listen to the forecast for the 9 personal year number as well, because we often don't fully feel the energy of the year that we're in until our birthday onwards. So for the personal year number 1, it's all about a fresh start, new beginnings, new opportunities, a lot of new things happening around you. You may even have some new ideas, a new lease on life, a new mindset, a new you, a new opportunities can present themselves, a new beginning. But for the month of August, you're actually in an energy of endings because you are in a 9 personal month. And this energy is kind of like a push me, pull me, kind of forward, back, 1 step forward, 2 steps back kind of energy, because even though the year that you're in is all about creating a new beginning, you're in an ending energy for August. And that means that there might still be some things to finish up, to some loose ends that may need some tying up, some figuring things out and coming up with a solution, some need for forgiveness, some need for reevaluation and learning and growth so that you can then release something and let it go, some greater awareness, some aha moments, some finalizations or fine-tuning or crossing your T's, dotting your I's, and then being able to fully let something go. For some people, there may be some realizations, some aha moments, some information or piece of the puzzle that's been missing that's going to fall into place so that then you can fully move forward in September, from September onwards. So for this month, it is actually a really good month to forgive others, forgive the past, resolve outstanding conflicts, and work on healing any outstanding emotional wounds. For some of you, it's also a time to end an unhealthy relationship or get prepared for something new. So tie up loose ends of a project or a career or a job or a relationship or a friendship or a way of living or a way of thinking or a negative mindset. Everyone's situation's different. It is a good time to let go of bad habits, spring clean your home, spring clean your life, spring clean your cupboards, clear out your closets, all of that sort of thing. Great energy for being of service, donating to charity, working for a cause. That's all a beautiful energy for number 9. So I leave that with you and I wish you a fantastic month. So we move on now to personal year number 2. Now, you guys are in a year where it's sort of a bit of adjustments are being made. You know, you're trying to create this new beginning. This new beginning has been created in your life, but you're still trying to get everything in its place. And so you might sort of feel in between two worlds sometimes, you know. It does have a big emotional impact, the 2 years, so there can be situations you might be going through or things you'll be learning about or experiencing that have got to do with the emotions, you know, situations that are triggering your emotions. And those emotions that are being triggered can be really positive. It can be fresh, a new relationship or something to be excited about, some fresh new feelings. For other people, it may be, you know, some painful emotions. Can be a need for working on forgiveness of the past and letting things go, working on self-love and being positive and all of that sort of thing. But for the month of August, you're actually in a 1 month, and that means that this is an energy of new beginnings, okay? So this is an energy that's going to speed things up a bit, because the 2 year can be kind of a bit slow sometimes. But this is a month to be positive and have a fresh approach, to maybe look at an existing situation with a fresh pair of eyes, a new perspective, a new outlook. You're going to be maybe getting some new ideas, maybe wanting to start and kick off some new projects, being open to new opportunities. It is a time to be proactive, and this month means take action, get things done, sort things out, get in the driver's seat of your life and move forward. Great time to start a new relationship, new hobby, new project, new mindset, new outlook. Focus on a healthier lifestyle, be more self-reliant, more independent. But the main message for you this month is you've got a green light. So it's saying move forward, move forward. If there's a new opportunity, grab it and run with it. And be proactive and get off your ass and get out there and make things happen. All right, I wish you a fantastic month. Now I move on to personal year number 3. You know, you guys are in a year where it is about getting out and about and having a bit more fun. It is about connecting with people, looking for the joy in life, looking for the joy, looking for what makes you happy. But first of all, what the 3 energy can do is it can sometimes highlight or amplify or emphasize what is making you unhappy, so that you know what adjustments you need to make. You know what changes need to be made. It is a year to sort of be creative. If you've got any creative projects that you're working on, or you have a need to express yourself, to communicate what you really think and feel, and sort of have fun, be lighthearted, and go on adventures if you can, and connect with people and have a good old laugh. Don't take things too seriously, but still be organized and responsible. Now, for the month of August, you're actually in a 2 month, and that is a time to slow down and be patient and wait for opportunities to come to you. So this energy is teaching you patience and trust and having the ability to surrender to whatever is destined for you, as opposed to going out there and forcing things to happen and forcing your will on life and trying to manipulate and control and take over the natural flow of events. You know, it's really about let go and let God. It's about trusting in the flow. Number 2 is a feminine energy, and feminine energy is receptive. So this is a time where you might feel more intuitive. You might feel like you want to develop any intuitive or psychic abilities, enhancing your intuition. Definitely follow your intuition more strongly than ever this month. Recognize, express, and release any repressed emotions. Work on your self-love. Any relationship issues that have been brewing beneath the surface will rise to be addressed. So definitely work on improving the relationships in your life. And also, you know, build upon what you've already got. This is a month to consolidate and solidify whatever you've started working on. Focus on your health and well-being, and be patient and wait for opportunities to come to you. All right, I'll leave that with you. And I'll move on now to personal year number 4. You guys are in a year where there is, you know, a lot of effort required. Slow and steady wins the race. It's about being patient and working through each obstacle. You might be one step at a time. You know, you might feel a sense of limitation, restriction, things slowing down, or things just taking longer to come to fruition. It's all about just teaching you patience and trust and being able to let go and not forcing things and not controlling things. It's also a year to get everything in order. Get your health in order, get your finances in order, get your head and your mind in order, get your emotions in order, get your career in order, get your relationship in order, get your house in order. Whatever applies to you, everyone's working on different things at different times, but do the work that's needed to get where you want to be. Now, you for the month of August are in a 3-month, and this is a time to have some bloody fun. Lighten up. Don't take things too seriously. Be social. Get out and about. Shake things up. Attend some gatherings and events. Entertain friends and family maybe. Have fun doing more of what you enjoy. It's really about increasing the feel-good vibe in your life. So some people might take up a hobby. Some people might travel and go on a little vacation. It's definitely a month to be optimistic, to see the glass half full, not empty, to monitor your spending. Don't overspend, don't go crazy, but have fun, but responsible fun. Great month to communicate your thoughts and feelings, get things off your chest, have some heart-to-heart conversations, say what you really think and feel, be honest about what you're thinking and feeling. Some people might want to express themselves by writing a blog or, recording some music or doing creative projects, arts and crafts, getting in the garden, trying some new recipes, having a new hairstyle, having a makeover. But just have fun, okay? Have fun and figure out what makes you feel good, because what the 3-month will do is it'll first of all might highlight what's making you unhappy, so you can figure out what you need to work on and what adjustments need to be made so that you can be happy. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So I wish you a fantastic month, and we're going to move on now to personal year number 5. You guys are in a year of change. So this is about making changes if there are changes that need to be made. This is an energy where if there are changes that need to be made and you're not doing it, you're procrastinating, they may be forced upon you, and you kind of don't want to have to be reacting on the back foot. You want to be in charge. You want to be in the driver's seat. You want to be proactive, so you've got some say in some of the changes that may present themselves. This is a year to shake things up, try some new things, have some adventures, be fun, make changes, prepare for change, be adaptable, flexible. Don't have your plans too set in stone, so should something come from left field, you're able to just adjust into the new situation, adjust into the new circumstances. Great time to change jobs, careers, take a calculated risk, and just have some fun. Anything can happen in a 5-year, so be really open to, anything. Also, don't overindulge your senses with food, alcohol, overspending, sex, whatever spins your wheels. Know that this energy can be impulsive and it can be overindulgent. For the month of August, though, you are in a 4. You're in a 4-month, and that is a time to get serious, to cross your T's and dot your I's, to work on details behind the scenes, to take action, to put work into whatever needs to be done, put in the effort. If it's getting your health in order, then start working on your health. If it's getting your finances in order, then start budgeting and coming up with some financial plans and not overspending. If it's your career that you need to get in order, well then upskill, maybe learn some new skills, maybe put some more effort in, work a bit extra time, or come up with some new opportunities or new ideas. If it's the home that needs work on, start getting things done, start getting off your butt and taking action. Don't just sit and wait for things to happen. Get out there and be proactive. Make a commitment and focus and get organized. Great time to make plans for the future. Great time to build a solid foundation around you. Great time also to make sure you make some time to relax and unwind, because this can be quite a busy energy this month, and you will need time for rest and relaxation. All right, I'll leave that with you, and we'll move on now to personal year number 6. You guys are in a year where there is a strong focus with the relationships in your life, family, the home, domestic responsibilities. It is a year where you are learning to put others' needs before your own, about being there to help people, not because you have to, but helping them because you actually want to, without expecting anything in return. It is a great time to mend any broken relationships, touch base with people you've known in your life, family members, maybe people you haven't spoken to in a while, see how they're doing. Great time to offer to help with grandchildren or other people's children, or be that shoulder to cry on, offering assistance to neighbours, friends, whatever. Also, this is an energy of love, marriage, separation, divorce. Some people will find love in a 6 year. Some people will end relationships in a 6 year. Some people will be looking at separating, divorce. Some people may even be getting married. Some people have the opportunity to deepen their existing relationship. But it's definitely an energy that says if there are relationship issues brewing beneath the surface, they will rise to be addressed this year. So take that seriously and put effort into improving your relationships. Now, you guys are going to be in a 5-month for August, and that is a month of change. All right, progress, movement, and change. And sometimes these changes are unavoidable. Sometimes it's just life saying you need to be changing and you're not making the changes that need to be made, so we're going to make them for you. So some people, there can be unexpected change to circumstances, change to relationships, change to domestic responsibilities, changes at work, changes in family, And sometimes it's a really good thing. It's a really, really positive thing. And other times it's challenging. But nothing happens that you can't handle. You just have to be adaptable and go with that change. Don't hold on to what is outgrown and what is no longer serving you. Take the new opportunity and run with it and be positive about it. Great time to have an adventure, to travel, to do some new things, to shake things up, and to just create some new, fresh energy, moving away from stale, boring, same old energy. Shake things up, look for some new ways of doing things, and dare to dream. Dare to believe that things that you may have thought you would never have the chance to do. Start believing that you can do them. Start being really positive and being really optimistic, okay? So I'll leave that with you, and we move on now to personal year number 7. You guys are in a year where there is a strong focus on your inner development and your personal growth and the inner work and your connection to spirit and your connection to source energy and your connection to the divine higher power. It's first of all going to give you opportunity this year to focus on improving your own self. So some people that can be improving health and well-being. Some people it can be working on personal growth and overcoming limiting beliefs. Some people it's actually improving yourself through knowledge, wisdom, and study, learning, courses, workshops, online courses, books. Sometimes when we're in a 7 year, we don't want to be as social as we normally would be. It is a time and a year of introspection. It's also a time to reach out and build a stronger connection to whatever you believe your higher power is, whether that's source energy, the universe, the creator, really doesn't matter what you call it, but it is definitely a time to strengthen that relationship this whole year. Because the more work you do on the inner and the stronger your connection with source energy, the better things are in the physical. So just know that. Also, it is a great year to be exploring alternative, holistic, integrated therapies, like mind, body, spirit, health and well-being, holistic therapies, anything from homeopathy, EFT tapping, kinesiology, taking up meditation, breath work, Qigong. There are so many different alternative therapies and practices that will benefit as well as detoxing and getting out in nature and prayer and getting closer to source energy, etc. Now, you guys for the month of August are in a 6 month. And that means there is a strong focus on the relationships in your life. Family members, partners, parents, cousins, kids, you name it. As well as friends, neighbours, work colleagues, people in the community. It is a month to be a shoulder to cry on. You may be needed to be there when someone is in need and to be in that mindset of wanting to actually help them, not because you have to, but because you've trained yourself to want to, because you know that's the right thing to do, and you just suck it up and you embrace that being of service and come from a giving place instead of coming from a taking place. Great time to work on relationships. Whatever relationship issues have been brewing beneath the surface, they will rise to be addressed this month. The number 6 does govern home-based businesses, children, family, the home. Time to work on the home, the garden, working on, improving the relationships and making them the best they can be, or realizing it's time to walk away for some people, But it is definitely a time to also focus on your own self-care. Make sure that you have enough time to yourself, making sure your needs are being met and that you truly are happy, but you're able to balance giving with receiving. I wish you a fantastic month, and we move on now to personal year number 8. So you guys are in a year of manifestation. Really understand the law of attraction. Really get to know the intricate details of the manifestation process, because 8 is the number of manifestation. It is the number of law of attraction. It's the number of the law of cause and effect. So it's really important that you really karmically come from a really good place, that you have a high level of integrity, that you're honest, that you do the right thing, that you are aware of when you're being manipulative, when you're being greedy, when you are being dishonest, and you sort of adjust those behaviors and raise your vibration and come from a much more honest, humble, giving place. Be grateful for what you've already got. Be aware that you can create what you want. Have that attitude of abundance. Also a year where there might be issues and opportunities to do with money, business, and career. It's a year where there can be opportunities to earn more money, but also opportunities to spend more money or lose money for some. So be positive, see the glass half full, and manifest that money coming in and that positive, abundant mindset. For the month of August, though, you are in a 7 month, and that means this is a month to go within. This is a month that focuses on inner development, inner work, introspection, personal development, and building on your connection to source energy. All right, so for this month, spend as much time as you can connecting with the higher power, whatever you call that, the creator, the universe, God, the divine, all that is, the oneness, whatever you want to call it, prayer, meditation, yoga, just walking and spending time with nature. Some people, it's time to work on health and well-being. So maybe exploring some alternative therapies, looking at some detoxing, eating a healthier diet, taking up meditation, maybe looking at EFT, Qigong, breath work, spending quiet time alone, adopting a spiritual practice, focusing on your personal growth and working out what your limiting beliefs are and reprogramming your limiting beliefs, getting closer to God, getting closer to source energy, getting healthier, unplugging from all the devices, unplugging from the busyness of life and the distractions, and getting quiet and going within. Okay, this month, the 7th month, is very important, because what you learn, that connection that you build with source energy, or whatever you want to call God, source, the universe, the divine, is the key to everything. The stronger your connection to source, the stronger the better your life will be in the physical. It's just the way it goes. So I leave that with you, and I wish you a fantastic month. And now we move on to personal year number 9. You guys are in a year of endings. Out with the old to make way for the new. Out with the old to make way for the new. So now you are in this last year of a 9-year cycle, and you're halfway through it. So you're almost halfway done. And so you really are all about tying up loose ends. What are you ready to walk away from? What are you sick and tired of? Are you sick and tired of moaning and complaining about the same stuff? Are you sick and tired of a situation that you just no longer are interested in, and it's time to let it go and to create some new opportunities and some new experiences in your life? Is it friendships you've grown out of? Is it a relationship you've grown out of? Is it a job? Do you want to change careers? Do you want to study something new? Do you want to learn something new? Where one door closes, another door opens. And this is all about figuring out what you want to leave behind and where you want to go. So first of all, get clear of where you want to go. And then you'll create the steps to get there. Now, for the month of August, you are in an 8 month. And that's all about manifestation, the law of attraction, personal power, money, finances, and career. And so for some of you, it's a month where the karmic scales will balance in whatever favor that they need to scale. Another way of saying it is, this is a time where the scales of justice will balance. So if you feel that you have been working hard, you've been honest, you've had a high vibration, you've been a good person, you've got the raw end of the stick or the short end of the stick, there may be some beneficial experiences this month. There may be some payback in the positives. There might be opportunity for the scales of justice to balance in your favor. But if you've been a little shit, if you've been greedy, manipulative, desperate, negative, whoa, the scales of justice may teach you some lessons. Everybody's path is different, but there's still time for you to repent and to atone and say, I atone for the, for my ways of the past. I now see the light. I choose to believe that all is well. I've learnt my lessons. I atone for the idiot I was. I now understand the error of my ways, and I am in a high vibration now. Great month to be focusing on the law of attraction and the intricate details of the manifestation process. This is a powerful cycle of manifestation where you can attract what you focus your attention on. So focus your attention on the positives and minimize your fears. It's a very karmic year in which major lessons can be learned. A very karmic month in which major lessons will be learned and important connections can be made. So, be positive. Budgets, get your finances in order, have an attitude of abundance, be honest, be ethical, go for a new job if you want to make a career change, and familiarize yourself with the law of attraction. Get to know it like the back of your hand, because take advantage of that beautiful 8 energy and start attracting whatever it is that you want, because you're in a really powerful place to do that. All right, I wish you a fantastic month. Take care. Bye.